Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
As the initial hysteria and shock over the declaration of the state of emergency begins to die down, with reality dawning on the people, political watchers are speaking on how best the stakeholders can maximize the 6 months period of suspension of democratic institutions. Political editor Victor San Agbenson has been speaking with some of them and brings details.
Many Nigerians, especially those in the ranks of the opposition, have continued to express their objection to the declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State, especially with the suspension of the governor, Mr. Similare Fubara, and the State House of Assembly led by Martins Amewule. One of such groups is the Conference of Professionals in the main opposition, the People's Democratic Party, where its pro-tem national coordinator, Mr. Obinna Nwachukwu, denounced the declaration by President Bola Tinubu. A politician based in Rivers State, Chief Jackson Ojo, is of the view that since the state of emergency has already been declared, there is really nothing that anyone can do about it, but that the stakeholders should make the most of it. Chief Jackson Ojo, who traced most of the crisis to ethnicity and factionalism, wants religious and traditional leaders to take the lead in resolving the crisis. In this regard, Chief Ojo thinks the 6 months period should not be cast in stone.
It is done already. But if I have opportunity, I would have been appealing to Mr. President Ahmed Tinubu to look at the entire situation and try to see if he could rescind his position. That means the 6 month period of suspension. Possibly when he has listened to the outcry of the people across the world, maybe it could, because of that one, reduce this one to maybe like 2 or 3 months. That would have been a bit bearable. Because we know these people in Niger Delta. We know how serious it could be when they are furious over an issue. And ethnicity as well is ugly into this matter. So based on all those things, in order for us to maintain peace and total tranquility in this part of the country, which is a very sensitive state, I think it won't be a bad idea, because so far, both the assembly, both the governor, and both the other side, definitely they must have learned a lot of lessons. If the president has a prerogative, he could pardon them and kind of reduce it to like 2 or 3 months suspension. But that one will be a bit bearable.
But if you look at just 2 or 3 months, I do not think that the issues that have been raised, talking about the crisis, the confusion, the disagreement, can be resolved within 2 months.
Peaceful resolution can be achieved even within a month. It depends on the kind of intervention. The people that are coming to intervene, they must not be on the Niger Delta alone. There are a lot of religious leaders across the country, traditional leaders across the country that are highly apolitical. They have not taken any side. If these people come, definitely there are going to be serious resolution at the end of the day. But if you depend on the leaders of the Niger Delta, virtually all the leaders of the Niger Delta today, they are either this faction or they are the other faction. So when those people summon them, they already made up their mind that, oh, these are our enemy here and there. But to me, the resolution of all these problems, let no political leader involve at all. Let it be religious leaders, traditional leaders across the country. And I want to tell you clearly, this matter can be resolved within a month. But if we say they should extend it to that 6 months and beyond, it's like somebody has an headache and you go to take sleeping dose without caring to check what has caused the headache. By the time you wake up, the headache will remain. The longevity of the suspension but not really help any situation.
A veteran journalist based in Abuja, Ernest Osogwe, shares the same view.
6 months is just a basic. If there is a genuine reconciliation and the army and his team and then the governor, there is a way some statesmen bring these people together to work for the betterment of Rivers State.
As has been observed by some watchers, part of the reasons the president had to take the hard decision was because there were no statesmen who could see beyond partisanship and bring the warring groups together to resolve the issue amicably.
There were no reconciliatory voices. All the voices were either on one side or the other.
A political scientist based in Warri Delta State, Chief Frank Uromeyaga, wants the suspended governor to talk less and learn valuable lessons from the setback.
Some people that wanted your position and they didn't get it, you got it. Now when they're around you, they'll give you advice that will make you to fail. That's what happened to Fubara.
Chief Uromiyaga, who commended President Bola Tinubu for his interventions, urged Mr. Fubara and by extension other politicians never to undermine the principles of majority rule and a sense of responsibility that the buck stops on his table as governor. For now, many Nigerians, particularly the people of Rivers State, are watching closely how the sole administrator, a retired Vice Admiral and former Chief of Naval Staff, Ibok Ete Ibas, and the National Assembly as well as other stakeholders will work to bring an amicable solution to the protracted crisis. I am Victor Sin Agbense.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.